Hi Stampers, it's Elizabeth from StampScrapandMore.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Canada. And tonight we are going to play with Kangaroo and Company. I actually have 3 cards, 3 separate videos that will be coming out in the next week and a bit, showcasing the Kangaroo and Company. It's not a stamp set I usually gravitate towards, and those that know me know that. It's very sort of juvenile-ish with a big animal, and I have a hard time with children's cards, kids' cards, but I think I've challenged myself, and I think I've come up with classic yet fun cards. So let's get over, and I'm going to share with you what we're going to be using. So first off, we're going to be using Kangaroo and Company, and I know it's not my style, but there are a few reasons why I selected this stamp set. Why I ordered this stamp set. It's versatile. Hi, thank you, hello, just a note, baby, just for you, love you much, it's your day, happy for you. We've got birthday, we've got just hello, Valentine's Day with the hearts, Mother's Day with the flowers. We've got the big kangaroo, a little butterfly, little heart, little kangaroo and baby kangaroo, and a birthday hat. We also have coordinating dies that go with that. There might be one that had fallen off, I can't remember. No, I think they might all be here. So, and it has dies that go with it. One of the dies, I gotta tell you, this one had no clue what it was for until I started playing with it. You know why? Another reason why I selected this stamp set? This is the card we're gonna make tonight, but check this out. Oh my God, I love it. I love it when cards have this detail to it that is kind of unexpected. And it just says, hello. So that's what this die was for. So that's the card we're going to make. Okay, so what else I did want to tell you about this? This stamp set, I've got my notes here that I'm going to share with you. In Canadian catalog, it is $50.25. Celebration is on right now, and it goes through to February 28th. And so for every $60 spent before shipping and handling, you get to pick an item out of the Celebration catalog for free. And if I had my Celebration, oh, I do have my Celebration catalog. Okay, so you get to pick an item for free. So this is $50.25. So you could add in the Subtles 3D embossing folder, which is $13.50, and it would bring it up to $63.75. We're going to be using the Subtles 3D embossing folder in this project. You could add in 2 packages of dimensionals, and it would bring it up to $61.25, or you can add in 1 package of dimensionals and 1 package of the champagne rhinestones, and it would bring it up to $64. So all 3 of those scenarios will get you an item from the Celebration catalog. And why am I telling you that now? Because this card and the next 2 that I will be doing will be incorporating the Flower and Field Designer Series paper in all 3 cards. So you can purchase this stamp set, this bundle, add in a couple of items to reach $60, and you can select this Designer Series paper for free. And so I'm showcasing it in this card. One other thing I wanted to share with you is inspiration. So where do you find inspiration? You can get it from Pinterest, you can get it from the Stampin' Up! Catalogs, you can get it from YouTube videos, you can get color inspiration from magazine advertisements, window displays. But you can also get inspiration from projects that you have made in the past. I'm sure we all have cards that we've made and we love, and I hold on to them. I actually hold on to a lot of cards. So when I wanted to start playing with this stamp set, it was, okay, I need some inspiration because I was actually had brain fog when it came to creating with this stamp set. So I went and picked out a card from my stash that I love that I made, and this is the card. And while this is not identical, you can see where I got the inspiration for it. And so I took this inspiration and I created this card. So I hope that kind of explains where I sometimes get my inspiration when I'm blocked. I go and look at cards that I've made that I love and try to recreate them using a new stamp set. So also what we're going to be using in this card and the next two that are coming are the Tasteful Label dies, because you really have to, I can't create a card without them. It's just a matter of fact. So grab a pen and paper handy. I'm going to give you some dimensions and instructions and inspire you. So this is on So Saffron, and it is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. You need 2 pieces of Whisper White that are 4 by 5 1/4. Plain one is for the inside of the card. This one is embossed in the Subtles 3D embossing folder, and it will get put on the outside of the card. Using the Designer Series paper and the Tasteful Label dies, I used this one. I die cut out, it's upside down, this piece of Designer Series paper from the Flowers and Fields. I want to keep saying Fields and Flowers, but it's Flowers and Fields Designer Series paper. I picked it so that I had some of the red and some of the yellow. I wanted color. Using the So Saffron cardstock, I used the banner to create this one, to stamp out this one, or punch out that one, I should say. And, oh, I need one more. And then a piece of vellum using the large circle die. I just love the detail that that has. This card's all about texture and layering and being messy. I have already cut out stamped and cut out the Captain Kangaroo. And I have already stamped and cut out the roses, or the bouquet of flowers. Oh, maybe I will show you. I've got one of the kangaroos here that I have die cut out. I'm going to show you a Stamparatus trick, or tip, I should say. So I've got my handy dandy Stamparatus here. I'm just going to put these out of the way. And I have the negative piece of cardstock that has the kangaroo die cut out. What I did was, I didn't clean them off, so let me see. I'm going to get ink all over my fingers. I know this now. This is why I have ink all over, because I don't clean off my stamps right away. So I'm going to take the kangaroo and I'm going to nest him in the negative space here. I'm going to pick it up. And, you know, for the sake of this, I'm going to stamp him in green because I've already stamped in black and I just want to see a different color. And I'm going to stamp him in the middle here. And, you know, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to clean them off though. So it's really hard to see, but I can see the green outline. And the reason why I did this is I want to make sure that I have even white space all around him. If he was a little bit, had too much white space up here, I would actually move the paper a little bit and so that it evenly, the outline evenly filled in this space. I hope that makes sense. So now I'm going to take the black memento. I inked it up today and it kind of gets suction, so it's hard to open. So I'm going to stamp him and I am going to, oh, silly me. You have to put the die cut in. Now I'm going to put the die cut in. There we go. I'm going to stamp him up again. Just making sure he's nice and inked up. And I'm going to stamp down. And he's not, I didn't do a very good job inking the center or stamping in the middle, I should say, or putting the pressure down in the middle. It's the bonus of the Stamparatus. If he's not crisp and clear the first time, you can go back and put it in again. And there he is. Perfect image. Perfect every time. So that's my Stamparatus tip. I do that often, especially when I'm die cutting a lot of images out, and I did a few of him. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to leave the card here. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to adhere the embossed piece to the front of the card. And because it has embossing on it, make sure you get adhesive on all the corners and so that it doesn't lift up, and really burnish that in. Okay, now I'm going to take my vellum and some Tombow glue. There is a good side and not a bad side, but there's one side is better than the other on this. Come on. It's coming. Here I come. Now I'm going to put some Tombow glue on there, and I'm just going to put it there. And I'm smushing in that Tombow glue so that it kind of spreads out and fills in amongst all those gaps that's in the embossing. And now the piece of designer series paper and dimensionals. So I have to tell you, so I participated in a couple of events today, and one of them was a super team event. It's a quarterly thing I do with other Canadian demonstrators, and this was one of the cards I showcased. Oh, but did we ever have internet issues? Internet/Facebook, I don't know what it was, but we all had some problems. So I'm actually recreating each of the cards, and I'm going to post them so that if anyone wanted a nice, clear, unbuffering video, they can see it on my blog or on YouTube. And now I'm just going to kind of lay it like that. Now I'm going to take the So Saffron and the stamp that says Happy for You, and I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to keep it towards the left because the right hand side is going to get tucked under a wee bit. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a strip of dimensionals along the bottom because this is going to straddle it and it's going to lay on top of here. And I'm making a point of not losing stuff or getting extra stuff out because I lose stuff on my desk and then I go and get like another pair of scissors or something, and before you know it, my desk is just a mess. Okay. I should be tidier. So this is the bottom, so I'm going to put it towards the bottom. And if you so desire, you can put a little bit of Tombow glue at the top. You can put a little bit of Tombow glue up here. Because this is going to straddle kind of on top of this like that. Easy peasy. And you know, while I'm here, I'm going to stamp the flowers again in black memento, and this is going to go on the inside like that. And okay, so I've got these flowers here, and I'm going to color them both at the same time. So I'm just going to take my old olive Stampin' Write marker, or sorry, my old olive Stampin' Blends, and I just picked up the dark. That's fine by me. You can be really fussy and do lots of shading, but I'm not going to do that now. And I'm going to color both of them while I'm at it. All right, and then we're going to take Daffodil Delight, the light and dark, and I'm going to start with the dark, and I'm going to color in the center of the flowers that have sort of, I'm not sure. The other ones are roses. I'm not sure what these are. Forget-me-nots maybe? Can't be forget-me-nots because I'm making them yellow. And I think forget-me-nots are blue. These 4 petal flowers, whatever they're called. And now I'm going to take the light and I'm going to just blend in the colors. And then the last color that we're going to use is Cherry cobbler, because in the designer series paper, I think, let me just double check here. I think cherry cobbler is one of the colors in the designer series paper. Oh, it'd be nice if I knew. Flowers and field, is that it? Nope. Oh, it's on the floor. Hold, please. Don't we all put stuff on the floor? Okay, so the paper, the colors in the paper are in English. Bumblebee, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Shaded Spruce, and So Saffron. So if you're ever looking for color combinations of a card and you're using designer series paper, just look at the back of the designer series paper, because I'm going to use the cherry cobbler on this one. And I'm going to use the light cherry cobbler, and I'm just going to color in what I think are roses. That's what they are for me anyhow. Oh, I feel the sneeze coming on. Okay, can I suppress that sneeze while I finish this card? If I suppress the sneeze, will my brain explode? Might be a good thing. Oops. Oh, see, I just did something wrong there, but that's okay. You would never notice. That should have been a leaf. I actually colored it red. Somebody will notice. I noticed I forgot to color a few things here. I forgot to color that one and that one. Did I do it in here? Yeah, I did it right there. Okay. All right. And you know, I'm going to mount this on the inside before I get something on it, before I spill something. And that's going to go on the inside. So saffron is not a color I use a lot, but it's very pretty. It's very sort of mellow. I think on video, on the camera, it might look a little brighter, but it's very, very mellow. Okay, so where did I put that little piece? Elizabeth, I know you had it because I showed y'all. Okay, I have one in my other card that I'm going to make for another video. So let me get it out. There we go. I know it's on my desk somewhere, but I didn't want to have to take the time to look for it. So here is this little tag piece, and I'm going to take the hello. These are very tiny, and I'm going to stamp hello towards the bottom, like that. And now for this one, I'm using 2 of the mini dimensionals, and I'm going to put 2 dimensionals up here on the top. I'm going to put them side by side. And if you kind of squeeze them together, it won't run over the side of the cardstock. And now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to just lay it down like that. Okay, now let's color him. And we're going to do a petal pink. And if you followed along with my video on the kangaroo, not the kangaroo, the donkeys, coloring him very similar. And now I'm going to use my light. So one of my light Stampin' Blends is getting well worn. So I have 2 here. And I'll start off with one. And if it's the one that's running out, I'll switch. And I'm actually coloring in right over the pink. And it's just, you'll see the little bit of pink. Yeah, this is the one that's running out. Let me go to the other one. And I could have done some of the dark smoky slate and kind of done some shading under his arms, but I didn't do that. I have a hard time coloring large pieces like this. Some people are really great and they give dimension, and And it's really boring watching people color. And if you wanted to, you can go in afterwards and you can add some shading on under his arms to give him dimension. But we're going to be adding the flowers in his pouch, which I didn't show you yet, did I? Okay. So I'm going to bring it up to show you. So you can see where the pink kind of adds a little bit of, I don't know, detail to him. So when you die cut him out, his pouch actually has a little pocket there. Can you see that? So that's where this baby goes. Like that. Oh my God, I love it, I love it, I love it. So now we're going to adhere him here like this. So we want to keep the dimensionals on to the right hand side. You might want to put a little bit of Tombow glue here to adhere him down, but do not put dimensionals or glue in the pocket where the pocket should be. Capiche? I think everyone can figures that one out. And so my right hand side, I'm just going to put dimensionals. I'm going to put a small one up on his ear and maybe one on his tail and one there. And I'm going to put a little bit of Tombow glue right there. And we're almost done. Not quite, because you know, there's no bling on the card yet. And I'm just going to line them up like this. And you know, I'm gonna put one dimensional under his nose there because it is going to sag a bit. So I'm just going to put a little dimensional. Oops, no, let me get a little dimensional. Oh, come on. Like that. Okay, the little ones are a pain sometimes. Okay. Little dimensional like that. There we go, we got it. On the end of my scissors, and I'm just going to snip him in, or tuck him in, I should say, under there, and then pull the scissors out. And there you go. There he is. Isn't he cute? So now we have to put this in the pocket. Sometimes you've got to force the pocket open, or get it the right angle to get this in there. There we go. And one last thing we're going to do, oh my gosh, look at that, isn't that adorable? But we're not done yet, we're not done yet, we're not done yet. Oh, here there. These are the champagne rhinestones, and on the 4 yellow flowers, I am going to put a rhinestone. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm using champagne, they've got a yellow tone to them. But it's only because I have so many of them that I've got to use them up before I order. And I don't have any of the regular rhinestones, the clear rhinestones. Okay, there he is. I think he is so sweet. And you can see the rhinestones glittering. Hope you enjoyed. This is Kangaroo and Company, and my name is Elizabeth. And I'd appreciate it if you like, subscribe, share, click the bell, and join me again because I've got 2 more Kangaroo and Company videos coming and in the next week. Take care, have a good one, and we'll talk to you again soon.